So this is my read pile, and it's getting out of control, as you can see. Let's see, take my sidekick out of the way. There's some awesome books in here. Absolute Batman, haven't even gotten to Absolute Superman. Wonder Woman, another awesome read, been enjoying Aquaman. I'm just not getting to it though. Barbaric. All of the end of Volume 3 of Batman, haven't heard good things about it, but Matt Fraction's been killing it, and I'm behind. I haven't even gotten to Batman and Robin. This was the last issue. So, as you can guess, one of the things I need to do to line up with my SMART goal is I need to get a handle on this and curate my books. Hey, this is James. As you saw in the intro, my read pile is out of hand and I need to get a handle on it. This was one of my SMART goals for the year, was to curate my collection, but also curate my read pile. So that way I had a handle on what I was reading every day instead of having to flip through a short box and try to find what's going on. There are books in my read pile. I don't even remember what it is. So we're going to do this desk down and I'm going to walk you through what I'm going to do. I've made labels for 3 BCW dividers. These are the one my LCS has that are reasonably priced. And I'm going to be organizing into 3 different categories. Must read, this is going to be the top of my pile, the books that I'm most engaged in. And things can rotate back and forth as they go. But I'm going to be differentiating based on what do I want to read first every month. Our regular rotation, these are books that are definitely staying in my collection. They're books that I'm enjoying, but it might not be the first thing I get to. Eventually, though, it might rotate from here to here. And then my backlog. These are books that maybe I'm waiting for the full run to finish. Maybe it's something that I pick up. It's a one-shot, something like that. And it's not something that I'm really serious about getting to right away. I just want to get to it eventually. This is also going to be that category for books that I'm going to be considering. Maybe it's not going to be in my collection really long. Maybe I'm not going to be pulling it, subscribing it. So anyway, this is how we're going to go. Let me straighten up the camera a little bit. And I'm going to set these out, and you're going to watch as I do this. I'm going to speed through this a little bit so that way you don't have to watch me as I'm going through everything. Okay. So obviously all the Absolute books should be must read. That's my dog knocking something over. You know it. Let's see, Absolute Wonder Woman. So all these are going to go here. I got Aquaman. I'm really enjoying him, but I'm going to put him in the rotation. The same with this. Now this is all of Volume 3 of Batman. And it's going to end up down here in the backlog. I'll be honest, I'm only waiting for the last issue of that, and then I'm going to put it away in a short box. Let's see, we got Batman. I'm going to rearrange these. Yeah, no, we'll put those there. The same with this one. So I got a lot of Batman there. Captain America's going to go here. Conan. This was the end of a Conan miniseries. I don't remember it. I'm going to put it down here in the backlog. I need to pull out the first couple issues. These are the last 2 issues of DCKO. This was a lot of fun. And the one-shot boss battle. I'm going to put that over there because I want to get to those. And that means I'm probably going to have to pull out those Aquaman books too. We have Supergirl Next Door. This was a Valentine's Day square bound book. I typically put those in the back when I get to them. We have Dungeons of Doom. This has been pretty, well, no, I haven't even read this yet. I'm going to put that in the middle. And then we have The End, 2099. I've been waiting for the final issue. I'm going to put that in the backlog. Two classic Fantastic Four facsimiles. I'm going to put those in the middle. And in the middle, we're also going to be putting Ryan North's Fantastic Four run. This is a really good read, and it should be over here in the must-read pile, but I got a lot going on there. I want to work through that first. 2 issues of Feral. This is regular rotation. This is a really fun kind of zombie apocalypse book. Okay, sorry about that. They're starting to fold over. So we got Fire and Ice. I have not read any of these. I don't know what's going on. This was a one-shot Necron. I'm going to put this over here in the backlog. I'm probably going to collect the rest of it, but I don't know if I'll see it in my lifetime. And then we have multiple issues of G.I. Joe. Oh, and we got a Godzilla book. Oh, okay. So those are all going in the middle. Now, this is unfortunate. This is Hornsby and Halo, and I really like Peter Tomasi, but this just didn't click with me at all. I'm going to put it in backlog. I'm probably just going to pull it out of the box. Hyde Street, on the other hand, this is a fun read. That's going in the middle. And then we have Justice League Unlimited. These are probably books I'm going to need for DCKO. I need to see what the reading order is. I'm going to put those in the middle for now, but they're probably going to go over here. So next we have Ryan North and Charles Soule on Lucky Devils. This has been a long time coming. There was about an 8-month gap. I'm really behind on this. I haven't read anything except for the Ashcan, so I'm going to put it over here. You can't see it now. I'm putting it over here in the backlog, and when the final couple issues come out, I'll move it up. Another book that I kind of weighed on is Monstrous. It's an awesome read by Marjorie Liu and Santa Takeda. We're going to put it here in the middle. We got an issue of Fun Comics. This is a facsimile. I'm not even sure what this is a facsimile for. So I'm going to put it in the backlog, and I'll get to it when I get to it. My books are about to slide. Okay. This right here, we got the Wonderland Chronicles. This is a book actually by my LCS owner, Casey Halen, right here. He signed it. I'm going to put it in the middle. You know, I should read that some morning. Get it done with. Planet Death is by Bad Idea. It's been a really good read. Just a moment, I'm going to move my camera up. I'm not moving my camera up. Okay. Anyway, it's been a fun read, but it comes out like once a quarter or something crazy like that. So I'm going to put it, this is issue number 2. Oh, geez. Like, yeah, it's been months since this has come out. We'll just put it there for now. We have 3 issues of Poison Ivy. This is a really good read, and it's getting hot. This should be over here in the must-read pile. I have an issue of Rockefellers. That's going to go in the middle. That's a solid read, too. We got Skinbreaker and, oh, wait a minute. Skinbreaker issue number 5 and 6, and there's only a couple more issues, so I'm going to put it over here in the backlog until those issues come out, and then I'm going to move it from there. Star Wars issue number 10. This is the final issue. I think Marvel really muffed up this volume of it. It was not that good at all. I'm going to put over here in the backlog, and I'll get to it when I get to it. And we got a Supergirl book. I got this one because of Streaky the Cat. I'll put it in the middle. I need to move the backlog. The backlog is actually getting bigger than I thought it would be. Okay. Got 2 issues of Superman. This is connected to DCKO, though. Oh, wait a minute. No. This one's connected to DCKO. And then this one, first appearance of young John Kent, which was my favorite Superboy. We have an issue, a facsimile of Swamp Thing, first appearance of Constantine. I'm going to put it in the backlog. I think that's where I'm going to end up putting all of my facsimiles. And so here's the really interesting thing. Way in the back of the box, I have this pile of Thundercats comic books that because it's in the back, I never get to it. So this is going to be in my regular rotation. I'm going to put it up there for now. We're almost done. Thundar the Barbarian. This is an awesome read. This is going in my must-read pile. So we have Ultimate Endgame. I got 2 issues of that. And then Ultimate Endgame. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, this is issue 1. This is issue 2. Oh, I got a variant issue. Why did I get the variant issue? I don't even know. Oh, last couple issues of Ultimate Spider-Man. This is all stuff that I totally forgot about. Just like Thundercats, this is going to go in the middle in my rotation. And when I get to it, I'll get to it. It doesn't have as much heat as Absolute. That's why it's in the middle. We have 4 issues of Wonder Woman. This has been a really good read. It's solid. It should be a must-read, but I have a backlog of must-reads. So I'm going to put it in the middle. Once this clears out, I'm going to moving things over. And then finally, I have 2 issues of Exo Man of War. I actually canceled this title. This is going to go in the backlog. I'm probably going to end up just filing this away. I don't know what I'm going to do with the books I'm getting rid of. So I have my books organized. I'll be back in a moment to show you what my final short box looks like. All right, so I'm back. I did a little tweaking. I did move the DCKO books up here, the tie-ins, Aquaman and Justice League Unlimited. And my plan is, and this is where I'm going to be differentiating. These are flexible groups, and there's some things down here in the backlog that definitely, they're going to go. I'm either going to file them away like the end of the Batman run, which should be ending in a week or so, or it's stuff I'm getting rid of. This doesn't mean that I'm getting, it's a bad book per se. It's just I'm waiting for something in some case, or I'm on the fence about making a decision. What surprised me, I expected a lot more in this middle section in my regular rotation and far fewer in my must-reads than I ended up having. So I think this is going to be something I need to revisit in a month or two, see how it's going. I do, as I said, want to keep these as flexible categories. So something that's down here, if I'm waiting until the final issue comes in, it'll go up here. If there's stuff up here, like if I'm reading Absolute Batman, but I want to wait a couple issues, I can move those back and forth. And so this is something I imagine every new comic book day when I'm adding new things to the box, I'm going to look through and go, okay, how things going. This is also going to give me a steady workflow as I'm reading every morning. I'm going to be grabbing right up here from the front instead of looking through and seeing what's going on. And I'm hoping that's going to speed up both the process of choosing what I read, at night when I'm kind of laying out the books for the next morning, but also it's going to motivate me to kind of like, okay, here's this chunk. These are awesome books. You know, I'm waiting to get to Thundar. I want to go through this. I'm not going to be going necessarily through them as I'm picking a new read. Like, as I pointed out with Thundar, it's the only issue. It's in the back. I'm not going to wait until I get to Thundar. I might just pull that out tomorrow because this is what I want to read. But it gives me a place to start. I hope this helps. If you like listening to me ramble on about how I'm curating my books, how I'm trying to make my comic book reading time more meaningful, with an organization system, please do like, share, subscribe. Leave a comment down below. What do you do to keep track of your read pile? Do you have anything in place? Do you have a system, or is it just whatever like piques your interest? There's no wrong answers here, but I'd really appreciate other people's perspective on it. Thanks for watching. And don't forget, life is much better when we read more comics.